going on, gun lovers? You're watching Armed and Unapologetic, where we speak boldly, train smart, and carry with purpose, all right? I'm Rizzo, firearms instructor, unapologetic two-way advocate, and someone who believes freedom isn't optional, all right? If you're tired of fear, shame, and filtered conversations, welcome. Come on in, all right? Let's talk guns, training, culture, and the mindset it takes to stay ready. All right, so here we go. All right, first episode, I figured I could start with something flashy or hot button, but nah. I'm going to start with the most personal truth I've got, all right? I carry a gun every day, and I'll never apologize for it, all right? Not to anti-gunners, not to family, not to folks who get uncomfortable when they realize I'm not depending on the system to save me, all right? Depending on myself. So, realize I didn't grow up around guns, all right? I didn't have that granddaddy handing down a lever action. All right, so what I did, what I grew up around was fear, caution, the kind of unspoken rules a lot of us learned. Don't make waves, don't look threatening, or whatever you do, don't get caught with a gun. Guns are for cops, guns are for gangsters, or white guys with pickup trucks. I mean, that's kind of what we believe. But for us, carrying a gun legally, that wasn't a thing, okay, until I made it a thing. First time I shot a pistol, man, it wasn't just the recoil that hit me. It was the realization I've been lied to, all right? So I know a lot of us, a lot of people, I don't even just say black people, but grew up, and guns just weren't, a thing that you were supposed to have or needed to have or could have. They were for cops, they were for gangsters, they were for gangsters, bad guys. So yeah, just the first time shooting, and just realizing I could have this legally, turning point. And, you kind of realize it isn't about violence, it's about control, discipline. It's about not being helpless, and you have that tool in your hand and you just kind of realize this isn't just for the bad guys, it could be for me too. Well, once I kind of understood the law, once I trained and realized how powerful that mindset shift in, carrying a gun didn't make me dangerous, it made me deliberate. I walk differently, I talk differently, I de-escalate faster, I avoid nonsense because now I know what I'm capable of, all right? And here's the part that a lot of folks don't want to say out loud. As a black man in America, I don't get the luxury of being seen as yet another gun owner, all right? I'm automatically a threat. You guys don't believe that. We don't see it. Automatically a threat. So when I say I carry unapologetically, it's because the world already assumes that I'm armed and dangerous. I might as well be trained, legal, and ready, all right? A lot of folks, a lot of white folks in our space don't really understand that. Some get it, some don't. Especially when a lot of folks, I don't even want to say in our space, but in the political community that the two-way lives in, see us as a threat. You see all these videos out there, black fatigue, black men with guns, blacks are thugs, we see that from people that are supposed to be supporting us, that are supposed to support our views, that's supposed to, welcome us into the two-way community, are also saying black people ain't shit. That ain't cool. All right, so we see that, so we know that we kind of live in a different, I don't want to say reality, but it is a little different for black folks in the two-way community, because some people still see us as a threat just because we carry. And that's why the thing came out a little while ago with them trying to deny two-way rights to trans people. We know if they do that, we know who's next. We know, you know. All right, so let's not. All right, got on the soapbox. Let's get back to the video. So you really wouldn't believe how many people, especially other black folks, come to me like, Rizzo, man, why you got to carry everywhere? Because I do. My answer is always the same, because the threat doesn't clock out, all right? It doesn't matter where you at, the threat will find you. And I want to be ready. They got a lot of things to say. I say evil doesn't RSVP, all right? It doesn't wait for you to get your gear together. It shows up uninvited, and if you're not ready, you lose. Not a loser. I ain't trying to lose, all right? I've had people unfollow me for being too tactical. I've been called paranoid. I've even had folks say I'm part of the problem. Yeah, screw you guys. But here's the thing. You don't have to carry it, but you're damn sure not going to shame me out of doing it, all right? If that is not what works for you, don't worry about what works for me over here. Carrying every day, everywhere is what works for me. It's what's going to keep working. If you don't like it, get out of here. This is what I know. Carrying a gun is not about being macho. All right? It's not about being aggressive. It's about never putting your life in someone else's hand unless you choose to. I don't choose to. It's about walking into a gas station at midnight and knowing you have options. And that's what I teach, all right? Not paranoia, not bravado, preparedness. You got to be ready. I carry because I've got people to... I carry because I got people I got to protect. I carry because I love life. I carry because I prove to be a damn statistic, all right? I carry every day, everywhere, unapologetically. Listen to me. If you're carrying right now, keep training. If you're thinking about carrying, start learning. If you're scared of guns, good. That means you take them seriously. Now, take that fear and turn it into knowledge. I'm Rizzo, and I'll say it again. I carry, I train, I teach, and I'm armed and unapologetic. So, if this episode hit home, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. All right, subscribe, leave a like, whatever you want to do. Let's build something real. And don't forget, each month I'll be dropping a Blacks and Guns Unfiltered bonus episode where we go deep into culture, legacy, and the truth they don't want you to know. All right, so stay safe, stay sharp, and stay dangerous in all the right ways. We'll catch you guys on the next one.